I had a plan to hit a little bit of the night essence with what you getting now forms of the silhouette, just leaning into um, how we do the light, how we move with the light. You know? And with that, late night last night, I wanted to get it popping, but it was like, man, there's a level of peace that I require to do this. And the car is a good idea and it's fun. And we'll see if we get back to that. If not, then I understand. I also see how we're moved to certain directions, and the only thing keeping me away from it now is technically just my ego. And it's not even so much of the ego, it's just like, as I've stated in more of the non-publicized elements of what we do here, integration. You know, how do we move the product into what it is I do? And so far as some form of like media and entertainment. How can we make this work? We'll get there. Now, along that route, I'm on gutter mode, so I'm not really too not really as chalant toward whatever it's looking like or whatever it's seeming like. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want because now I'm getting annoyed. So this could be a good direction. This could be a good direction. The reasoning for the annoyance, not a good direction. But the boredom that has come with not being able to record the way I want to for a while, now, you know, I think we're getting in a direction. And it's a good one. I'm gonna say that because I just want to be as optimistic as possible. So, all of that said and expressed, let's get into Smackdown from last week. Let's get into Raw. I haven't watched NXT just yet. It's probably either later today, if not after this, or quite possibly way late into tonight. And then we can do the Halloween Havoc and the NXT show. I wanted to have these guys separated for a little while, but as I look through my weeks doing this, it's starting to seem like, okay, we can at least have them next to each other, you know, have it cordial. And of course, you know, it's for SmackDown NXT, so same umbrella, you know, so you God bless the brain. Now, let's get into SmackDown from last Friday. Have some thoughts. It's nothing crazy, but it was okay. Now, Game 7 between Andrade and Carmelo, no contest. LA Knight special guest ref. That was... You can't have a Game 7 with also with a wild stipulation like that. So it's just like, if you didn't see the shenanigans coming, I don't know what you was looking for. I was just interested in how they would make those shenanigans happen. I mean, it worked out. LA Knight got knocked over a damn production crate. Top 5 LA Knight moment, but then everyone has been really coming up a lot. So good on them. Melo looked good. Hey, what's it? Andrade, come on now. Idolo is definitely looking a lot better. He has a lot more confidence coming down to the ring. So I can appreciate that. And then we look to LA Knight. Okay. Promo, energy is all there. I'm looking for the LA Knight that everybody loved and adored. Now, maybe he runs back some of his older promos. Not necessarily the content. I'm just saying, like, at this point, he's right there. Like, he's good. So he's now it's further developing on the exact part that worked for him, but not going overboard with it. And it's easy to do it. It's this tilt can, I mean, the ship can tilt in any direction, but he definitely has like fanfare with him. He has his popularity, so good. Let's just start maximizing the television time with them a little bit more without all of the and all of sugar, obviously. Let's take it down. Maybe just not half a peg, one peg. Keep it cool. LA Knight still moving as LA Knight. And of course, you know, United States champion looks damn good. Um, and rundown coming soon. Go down the whole list of all the superstars how I was feeling with it. Might end up doing that first and going through the story. I don't know. Naomi, Candice LeRae. Shouts to Indy. Shouts to the Pixie. Um, a little all over the place is the marriage with Indy and Dexter Loomis. Brand split be damned. No, keep the brand split alive via what the fuck is Indy married to? With Loomis running around with the Wyatts, right? Let's move on. Good on them. Good on them for having some TV time. Naomi and Bailey, man, look, we love Trinity, and then of course we love Pam. I have to say their names just like that because them as women's tag team champions in their own individual and respective runs had been referenced, and there was a part of myself that was slightly triggered. I noticed in watching, so we love both of them, and I'm very happy that everyone's getting something to do on television, and it's something that they want to do, and they're happy doing it, and hopefully this continues, like moving forward. Bailey at a good spot, she's been doing a lot of good work recently, and then doing the jobs, so it's like, yo, good on the man. And then Trent has been looking excellent in the past 2-3 weeks. The last 2 or 3 showings on television I've really enjoyed. So it's like, yeah, she looks really strong right now. Not saying any strongs or weaks, but at the end of the day, great cheers. I'm having a lot of fun with her entrances. She needs to get a little more dance. She get her dance, she get her goes in. Well, one of the, I think she'll do it maybe 2 or 3 times with the goals, and then she get into her regular dance moves. Now, she was also being, how we word it, very PG with her dance moves, but I don't know. I'm not too sure if that's a direction so far as continuing to build momentum. Now, of course, she's married. This is my cousin we talking about, so it ain't like that. But if we talking fan service, because I'm in those lines, I do recognize where it's necessary in character development. We don't have to sexualize all her dance moves, which is perfect. But I mean, look, highlight your skills. She's nimble. Not about splitting and twerking. Nah. But it definitely don't need to be a bunch of fucking pirouettes and splits. Neither like, oh, we gotta find something right in the middle of both of those. I seen her pull the heel and toe there like that. You know what I mean? You could get a little bit of the hip shaking here and there. Like, I mean, it is one of her selling points. This is my cousin we talking to, chill. And shouts to Jim. Shouts, I mean, like, Jimmy Uso, and, you don't know. But, they do their own thing on their own side. This goes back to Total Divas. Oh, my God. So, Trent looked great. Bailey looked awesome. And then, Indy and Pixie, come on now. I'm just glad they're on the roll. Now, Motor City Machine Guns, DIY. I mean, good work. Good work. Then the Bloodline ran through and beat them for the tag titles because they tried to jump into the match abruptly, like prematurely. But at the end of the day, good story. How do we see it from the character development space? The Bloodline, the new Bloodline, they look a little strong. They went out there and got it popping. You want to fight now? Let's fight now. Then you want to be tag champs? Let's see what you got. Good. Bloodline picked up the victory. Yeah, story there, suspension of disbelief, and wrestling. Like, oh, they were tired from just having a match. Okay, fine. No complaints. Motor City Machine Guns, small up and up. One thing I've learned with the game is to trust the process. So he'll get them there. The tag division is slowly heating up. I have noticed it. So, I mean, we're going to see if we could pull that again, ignite that. We'll see. I'm not going crazy on it. I'm not, not saying yay or nay on any of it. I'm just saying I see what's happening, so we're gonna be optimistic as possible. Near, yeah, the Machine Guns is good. Motor City Machine Guns solid. I like them. What are we dealing with after that? Oh wait, that was it. Oh, because 2-hour shows, which is I guess the next big business. Like, it feels so weird You know, like we all complained so long about a 3 hour Raw. You know, and for obvious reasons. We complained about an 8 hour one night WrestleMania, 8 to 10 hours of a damn show. Like, what are we doing here? You know, because now we're back on 2 hours, or for foreseeably for the meantime, you know, Raw 2 hours, SmackDown 2 hours, NXT feels like 2 hours, you know, but it doesn't feel like 2 hours. It feels like an hour's going by, you know. So it's really just like, man, the brand is shifting, product is ever changing. So let's let's go with it and see what it can yield. Now, Raw, alright, Usos back together, fine. Got a couple spots for everybody, I'm guessing, or at least the parts that I could peep. Jey and Jimmy Uso face to face, attempt to fix the issues. Usos repelled a sneak attack from the new bloodline. All right. Um, Jimmy and Jay made nice. That makes sense. I get it. You know, I've been saying it. I was never really big on it. If my man Jay is saying, nah, I ain't fucking with it yet, then I'm not knocking it. I'm not even questioning it. Go over to Smackdown, check Roman, see what's going on. We ain't no do boys. And if you run it back the stories, that's exactly what it looked like. Anytime Jay had the attitude, then it was because he was being forced to do some shit that he didn't, you know, wasn't comfortable with or whatever. So happy. A lot of different stories. He was always that type of, you know, I won't say corner kid or nothing like that, but you could see where he's at. So, good. Well, he was, because now he's a lot further. You can see him as his own Oos, I guess. And if we're looking beyond that, oh man. Now, yeah, they had their little fight, got it out the way, but there was a time when Jimmy was really looking like the forgotten Uso, when he was technically the favorite from before. But it's all healthily shifted, so now it's even. Great rub from his brother, called him out, fans reacting. The songs have their dynamics now. The Usos now have officially established a dynamic between the two of them. You know, there's one twin and there's the other twin, but they are the Usos at the end of the day. So, good shit. Good shit. Good opening segment. Then they repelled the attack from the bloodline. Good stuff. No complaint. Sheamus, Ludwig, Kaiser. Sheamus got a win. Solid win. Kaiser looks great. On the up and up. Shit happens. See what happens next week with them and Gunther and all the rest of that. But look, man, Sheamus getting the win. You can't, if you've been watching long enough, sometimes you want to see that. You know, like I wouldn't want to see Sheamus get put just underneath the carpet. I wouldn't want to see him buried like old school days in certain situations and moments. Well, he wasn't really exactly buried, but he went through enough shit. But I'm saying, like, I like Sheamus. We all love Sheamus. So, getting a solid victory after a bunch of crazy shit going on and the whole thing with Butch and all Pete Dunne and all that, you know. Let's move on. But good win for him. Ivy Nas, Lena Vega. I'm glad that Ivy was able to be showcased, and I'm glad that her and Zelina were able to keep up with each other for the most, from what I got to see. Wasn't the greatest match, wasn't the most technical, but they made a match happen. Ivy got the win. Good bread. Now, yeah, it was a whole bunch of stuff. Now, Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, parking lot brawl before they fight. Look, big giant pull apart. They're gonna be doing this for a while. Whatever they got going on at Crown Jewel is gonna be a motherfucking spectacle. They're doing it for a while now, so I don't know if it's gonna be knockouts. I mean, not knockouts. Who knows what it's gonna turn into? War Raiders, Rey Mysterio, Dragon League, and the New Day. Triple threat tag team for the number one contendership. Is that what that was? Yeah, against the Judgment Day. War Raiders win. Solid momentum they have right now. That's pretty cool. I'm enjoying what I'm looking at out of those guys. We've always been waiting. You know, with Rose recently, we were waiting for my man to get off an injury. So now that he's back, man, they look good together. And while his man was on injury, Ivar been going crazy here and there. So now he's back, kept the momentum. Just I'm saying that Ivar's still that man, and he got his partner back. And that's what we need. So good. as I'm looking at .com for this, what's this? The main event between Dom and Rey Mysterio, excuse me, between Dom and Damian Priest. Priest went crazy at the end. That was the highlight. Kept himself looking strong. One of the major parts of the Judgment Day segments in the show was to say, oh, nah, when Dame is turned up, you better get the fuck out the way. Good. Good. Judgment Day turning into the Dom show. I think everyone can continue developing the character. They're in a good spot. Every one of them, Carlito included. I mean, he could... I think he needs more gang shit. So far as being a part of the Judgment Day crew, like he needs to be with JD at all times. JD and Finn for right now. So we'll do that. And, well, I'm not saying we'll do that, but that was what I would do. I'd have them around that, so Carlito not looking on his own. Give him another 2-3 weeks of that, if they'll be on TV for another 2-3 weeks, and then start maybe having Carlito continue to establish an individual character as being part of Judgment Day. That's my opinion on Carlito. JD's fine. Finn is great. Tag champs. Dom and Liv. I mean, the focal point. Judgment Day looks nice. Let's continue building upon it. I'm sensing a little chaperone though. So let's take time. But I'm liking the spot. I'm liking the spot that they in. So that was Smackdown and Raw. I'm about to check this NXT. I'll figure it out when. But I'm definitely anticipating it post Halloween Havoc. So yeah. What am I thinking? I'd say holla at your boy, but you know, I think I've said more than enough at this point.